Babes, guess what? October 1st, me and Sal are co-headlining the Lyric in Baltimore. October 29th, we're co-headlining Durham, North Carolina at the Durham Performing Arts Center. You can go to christycomedy.com or salvulcanocomedy.com and get those tickets. Also happening right now, I will be at the Borgata in Atlantic City on January 29th. Go to christycomedy.com, click the link for January 29th at Borgata. Use the presale code CHAOS. The presale is happening right now. It is over tonight. Presale code CHAOS, Borgata, January 29th. October 1st at the Lyric, Baltimore with Sally Babes. October 29th in Durham with Sally Babes. January 29th at Borgata with Chrissy D. What do you got to lose?
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, don't hesitate to say, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe.
Just give me the light and pass it. Bust another bogey, I'm all gilly them inside, and I got to know which one is gonna catch my flow. Cause I'm in the vibes and I got my dough. Bust another bucket, I'm all girl, I'm looking hype, and I got to know. Hey babe.
Hey babe, what's going on?
Babe, I haven't been in the same room with you.
I can't take that serious. I tried to turn to you, and I tried to settle, but the God's honest truth is I didn't know any of those were the words. You know?
It says Bucka.
As a matter of fact, I read words, and I still don't know what the words. But can we just go back to the words?
Sean Paul in this song, Give Me the Light, he says, bust another buckle amo. It looks like buckle. What is a buckle amo?
Oh, bottle of Moet?
But
Bust
he says
another bottle of
buckle amo.
Mo. Yeah, but that's just slang, babe.
Oh, no. Buckle amo is a South Austin. What is a buckle amo?
It says bust another bottle of Mo. I didn't know that he was saying that.
Do us a favor. What's the Hey Babe Gmail? Is it heybabepodcast@gmail.com?
heybabepod@gmail.com.
Email heybabepod@gmail.com. Email us a video of you calling someone a buckle amo in the grocery store.
So go back. If we go back to the lyrics, it's give me the light and pass the Dro, which I'm assuming is Hydro, which I'm assuming is Chronic.
I would imagine it is. And let Dro, I would think it's a Hydro. Hydroponic weed stash.
Right. Okay. So we know the first line.
When it got first
Bust another bottle of Mo. I think that's to really open up another bottle of Moet is what I think it is. Pop another bottle, right?
Which one is going to catch my flow? I don't. Is he talking about his period?
Well, he says girl them in my side, and I got to know. So I think maybe he's saying a girl. I'm looking at a girl.
It says GYAL on the lyrics here.
Girl them in my side, and I got to know.
Yeah. What we're looking at the lyrics. We're looking at the lyrics to the song of "Give Me the Light," and that website is lyricbaltimore.com.
Don't forget that now.
Yeah, it is. Or it might be the lyricbaltimore.com.
Tomorrow, we're going to be at the Lyric Baltimore tomorrow.
We're going to be.
It's going to be so much fun.
Dude, 100% fun.
It's going to be so much fun.
Are you going to stay over in a hotel? What are you going to do? Are you
going
to go there and come back?
Let's think about it.
Why don't we stay in a nice hotel?
You want to do like a fun thing in a hotel?
Do you want to do a fun thing in a hotel, Pimp?
Of course I want to.
Why don't we do a Hey Babe from the hotel?
Should we do a thing in a hotel? We all go and hang out in the hotel afterwards.
Let's hang out in the hotel afterwards. Seriously.
I wasn't going to do. I was just going to drive home because you can drive home.
Let's stay in the hotel.
I had a show the next day that got postponed. My next day is free. You want to just do that?
Where was your show the next day?
In Farmingdale, Long Island. It got moved 2 weeks.
Why don't you come with us? Why don't we make it a whole weekend? Why don't you come with me the next day, October 2nd, to Warrendale, Pennsylvania, in the Pittsburgh greater area? I'll be at Jurgles. I got 3 shows. the place is called Jurgles.
How far is that from Baltimore? Are you driving?
3 hours.
Are you
We're going to drive. Why don't we carpool it?
How far do you drive home from Jurgles?
Well, Jurgles, we got to stay over. It's a 6-hour drive, but I have to leave at about 4:30 in the morning, Sunday morning, because my daughter has a soccer game at 11.
That's going to be a hard sell for me.
Yeah. But we can do it.
Yeah, Jurgles?
Jurgles. The name is Jurgles, not Gerbils. Jurgles, because a lot of you guys have been tweeting promos at me, so you're coming to my shows at Jurgles, and you have the sign for Jurgles in your ass.
Gerbils, yeah. Because I'm in the vibes and I got my dough. I got all this already. The girls are in my sight, so I want to know which girl's going to catch my flow, who I'm going to hook up with. And I'm in my vibes. I got my money. But I bust another bottle, yet another bottle of them.
That's another
popping bottles.
Then he says, could I be your protector? You're buff in every sector. What does your buff in every sector mean?
Could I be your... Yeah, I think that she's got a
protector, buff in every sector.
I think that she's got a very good body. Every man around them want to turn you inspector.
Okay.
But let them sweat you and a grill you with no lecture, but them powerful drill, not them fuel.
Dude, you want to see something? You want to see something mind blowing? I'll blow your balls off. Google Asian people with Jamaican accents. The people who
My brain will break. I've never heard of that or thought of that prior to just
when I
now.
watched the Bob Marley documentary, there were Asian people coming on with full dreadlocks. Look at Chinese Jamaicans. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What? No, dude, this will blow your balls off right now. When I was watching,
That looks like Beck Bennett.
oh,
State
yeah,
Farm.
State
He's getting that State Farm money.
Here we go. Get that. We got to get that State Farm money.
I would love
we gotta
to
get that State Farm
I
money?
would love to get that State Farm money.
State Farm. We need that money.
State Farm, if you're watching,
Look at this.
and we know that you
Look at
is.
this. Look.
We have to further investigate. I want to hit the nail on the head
No,
with one
if
of them.
you go-
I want to cry laughing at one of these. I know we will. But I will say this. Is it feasible?
So I go on, that work, yeah? And Chinaman come pick up your money. But Chinaman said me dey on some long thing and me not give me money. But me did have enough customer for pay. So Chinaman come and tell me about my rotted.
Listen, man.
Oh, what my Chinaman? You want the money?
Me money didn't come in, man.
You want the money, Chinaman? You want the money?
Yeah, man.
You want the money? No.
Yeah, man. Me owe me money.
Wait, is he being
All I don't want
sarcastic
you
or is
want-
that
Yo,
his
is he
actual?
Get me.
Yeah?
Owe me money.
So where you come from?
Me?
Yeah, where you come from?
Me come from Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah, man. me born in Vietnam.
No,
in
so
Vietnam.
this
Born
isn't
in
it.
Vietnam.
Press pause, because when you go to, there's a Bob Marley documentary, I think it's called Marley, where they interview all of Bob Marley's friends and families, and I'm telling you, Sal, it will blow your balls off because there's this one part where a full-blown Chinese man who said he worked at the local Chinese takeout, who's been working there for 50 years, said Bob Marley used to come in and get all, you know, like there's foods, and he was like, he used to come in and get the sweet and sour, like that, like that, you know, like that.
I don't know what accent that was.
And then there's full white. I'm talking about full white guys with like silver hair,
Gary
with
Oldman.
full Jamaican accents.
Yeah.
That are all part of Bob Marley's friends and family. It's the craziest thing. Go watch Marley. Go watch. No, this is Chet Hanks just being an asshole.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want saying? Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a what soon forward.
Do you think Tom Hanks is ever sometimes like, what is happening? He's like, Tom Hanks is like, I literally did Forrest Gump to pay for this
back
piece
to back with Philadelphia. Didn't he win two
He's like,
Oscars in a row?
I put my son through private school, and this is what he's doing now. But maybe he loves it. Maybe him and Rita Wilson might be extremely supportive of Chet Hanks.
Yeah,
they
because
probably actually are.
Colin Hanks is just an overachiever. Maybe.
Who's Colin Hanks?
That's the other son.
But what's the other? What is he famous for, though, Colin Hanks?
Colin Hanks is a terrific actor.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
Oh, Colin Hanks, right here. Yeah.
He kind of looks like Tom Hanks, like a lot more than
Chet
Chet
Hanks doesn't look anything like Colin or Rita
Wait,
Wilson.
but they're half brothers. Is that right?
Oh,
Is Rita Wilson the mother of both?
See, I don't know. I could be wrong. Who is Chet Hanks? Chet Hanks is an American actor and musician, the son of actors Tom and Rita Wilson.
Wow.
Okay.
So he's got two kids.
Listen, I'm not hating
I'd
on
like
Chet
to see
Hanks.
Chet Hanks and Colin Hanks have like their own show where it's like almost like an odd couple.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Colin Hanks feels like he's buttoned up, and Chet Hanks feels like he's the wild card.
He's the wild card. But I think that I would imagine though that Tom Hanks, Colin Hanks, and Chet Hanks and Rita Wilson probably have like a very loving relationship. I bet you they think that's cool, their son. Like we think they think, oh, what an embarrassment. They probably don't though.
Do you think?
You think, Pimp?
I had no comment.
Do you think they have to field questions like, "Did you see Chet speaking?" And they're like, "Yeah, I get." Like I think he did it really well. Chet Hanks, the accent.
Yeah.
So like, here's the thing: he doesn't speak like that on the regular, right?
No.
So that means that like you can't never speak like that. And then all of a sudden be like, big up, stay in my and then it's like your first time you're ever doing it.
Right.
So that means that he either does it like in the mirror or at home, or he's engaging people in conversation like that normally. That was so good that if I closed my eyes, I would think that it was maybe an authentic Jamaican person.
Me too. No, he was awesome.
So you don't just go from zero to Jamaican like that.
It was so good. It was so good. It almost wasn't cultural appropriation.
He knew the actual that was very authentic. Which means, so how does he get that authentic? Is the question.
A lot of vacations on dad's money.
That's what it is. You think a lot of vacations to Jamaica. He probably spent a lot of time in Jamaica.
I mean, I don't even know if I could blame him.
Yeah.
If my dad is worth $1 billion and I got to go to Jamaica a lot and made friends and that became my accent.
It is crazy,
I don't know
though,
why
how
we're judging the boy.
I would
man.
never in a million years think Colin Hanks and Chet Hanks are brothers. They can't. They don't even resemble each other slightly.
Colin Hanks looks like Chet Hanks' father.
Yes.
What's the difference in age? Like it literally.
Yeah. How old is Colin Hanks? 43.
Oh, so he's all right. So he's like right
And
there.
then Chet Hanks is
I'm
in
a year older.
1990.
Oh my God!
So they had kids 13 years apart.
Oh,
That's
he's
interesting.
almost 50% older than him. That's a picture of Chet Hanks. Wow, look at him.
Then there's another kid, Truman Hanks. What? Who's Truman Hanks?
Never heard of him.
No, he's not out yet. Truman Hanks, they haven't debuted Truman Hanks yet. This kid was born
You're
in 95.
holy-
Then there's Elizabeth Ann. How many kids do the Hanks have?
Whoa.
Are they Amish?
He's doing a lot of hanksy panksy, probably.
A lot of
Yeah.
hanksy-panksy going on over there. Google Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson children.
Wait, who's Truman Hanks?
Or Tom Hanks children. Truman's a good name.
Truman Hanks? You don't even hear about this boy.
We got Elizabeth Ann Hanks, Truman Hanks, Chet Hanks, and Colin Hanks.
I didn't even know about Elizabeth Ann Hanks.
Elizabeth Ann and Truman don't want to be in the business.
That's the title.
What was it? Tom Hanks' 3 other kids are less embarrassing than his son Chet.
That's the New York Post.
See, but I really...
No, Chet owns it. I'm sorry. The guy
Right.
owns it.
Yeah. I think the reason why people have a bullseye on Chet Hanks is because he's come out and been very strong on anti-vaccine.
Has
So
he?
The media's going after him. Yeah, he's made videos being like really like...
Oh, but his dad is probably the
His
most
dad got
pro-vaccine
COVID.
ever.
Yeah, and his dad was the first person, the first celebrity to get COVID was Tom Hanks. Remember when Tom Hanks got COVID?
Yeah.
I remember where I was when Tom Hanks got COVID. Like I remember where I was on other major events.
Yeah.
Like I remember.
I remember where I was the first time that I was watching JFK, the movie, and found out that JFK got shot.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought JFK. I couldn't believe. Yeah, I used to. I didn't understand. You know when this is true. I mean, again, I guess a little kid honest mistake. I didn't know. I thought that like it was interesting to me because I never put 2 and 2 together. When I remember learning about JFK in school, I was like, oh, that's weird that he was named after an airport. But JFK, but I didn't understand that. No, of course they named it JFK.
Dude, could you imagine being alive when that happened?
Imagine,
I imagine. I mean, even looking back, you get a little bit of a sense of what that might have felt like.
Yeah, no,
but
I know.
imagine being alive during
the
that.
president
Like that's
was
got to
killed.
feel like as vulnerable as we felt like during like the attacks, you know,
9/11.
Yeah,
They can-
like you just feel like, oh man, like
dude.
not many people experience that kind of feeling. Like.
So it was crazy to talk to this guy. I don't know if we ever talked about this on the podcast, but I did the Opie and Anthony show once. Or actually, this was just Opie. This was just the Opie show. Anthony had left by now, but it was on Sirius XM. And I got to be in an interview with, I'm forgetting his name, but he's an older man now. He's like in his 90s. He was the guy, you know, like when JFK gets shot and it speeds away and the Secret Service agent jumps in the back? Yeah. Him. I interviewed him. I got to speak directly to him. He wrote a book and Google, what's his name? How the fuck did you do that? Go, because he was on he was the guest on the Opie and Anthony show. Opie Radio, go Chris Distefano, JFK book, whatever. Yeah, no. That's not it. All these things are how dumb is Chris Distefano. Great, thank you. This is all it is. Or Clint. Google Clint. Clint Black. Clint Black might be his name. Go Clint Black JFK. This is it.
Isn't Clint Black a country music star?
Maybe that's him.
Clint Black?
Clint Hill. Clint Hill is his name. Google Clint Hill. I interviewed him. See, Secret Service agent Clint Hill. Oh, that's the YouTube thing. I asked him silly questions. What questions did I ask him? Can we play this or are we going to get flagged? Are we going to get flagged?
Wow. What I studied history. I know the.
Well, I mean, that was a tough day for Mr. Hill.
It was a tough day
This
for
is
the
him.
nation.
Is that Hillary Clinton?
Tough day for everyone.
Were you ever walking around the White House and you saw something like you weren't supposed to,
What
like
did I
you
ask
make a
him?
turn down a corner and you see like, 2 scientists dragging in like an alien?
That man was there. That man was.
He was there. Look, he was here. This guy was here. I think he might say something about it now.
Did that ever happen?
No, that never did happen.
Dragging in.
That would be a good chapter.
Did it ever happen? No, because I know you're a man of science, but are
You made him
aliens
laugh.
real or what?
There we go.
Oh,
He's got no
you
teeth
can
on the
believe in
side,
him if you want to,
like
but
an
I don't.
infant.
You've seen some shit down in that nuclear shelter.
Wow.
Do the planes
Oh.
have escape pods just
So
in
much.
case? Do they was there seriously like a button that he would go in and then?
No.
Or they don't. So if the shit goes down, then you're all going down.
Oh, Clint Hill's wrong.
Wow, Clint Hill. Yeah.
Clint Hill exposed.
I think the back of the plane opens up. And
He believes in
everyone's
aliens.
parachuted
He doesn't
loose.
believe in
You
aliens.
gotta have that.
So Clint Hill though, but what he did tell us is that when he jumped into the back of that car,
Yeah.
like you see that image, like
Oh, it's harrowing. It's harrowing.
pull up JFK car driving away, because
Lordy.
Clint Hill is the guy who runs in the back. The video of him driving away.
I wonder where that
see,
car
see, that's
is.
Clint Hill. You see Clint Hill to the right? That's
Yeah,
him who's
where?
mooning the camera. Way to go, Clint. Who's mooning the camera right here?
Whoa. He's running into it.
Running into it. He said when
Wow,
he,
that is crazy. He's running into the line of fire.
He told us, he said, when I ran into the car, I jumped over, he said, and I saw President JFK's brain pulsating in and out of his skull. He said there was not a chance in hell he was going to survive. He said we knew as soon as, he said it was absolutely, he said now, so many years later, he's like, it was kind of just show and protocol to bring him to the hospital. He's like, he was dead. He was dead before we got down the street. He was dead.
Yeah.
He said he got 2 full, 12, 14-inch sniper rifle bullets in the back of his head, like dead. Shot twice, and then one in the neck, one in the head. He said so, and then we asked him, we said, do you think it was an inside job? And he said, no. At the time, no. He said, as time has went on, I'm not sure.
Really?
That's what he said. Pretty sick.
I forget, because there's multiple theories, right?
Yeah, there's like that it was the Russians, that it was that most people.
But it wasn't Lee Harvey.
Clint Hill said it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Clint Hill said for sure it wasn't him, which is wild.
It was and wait, who am I mixing up here? Lee Harvey Oswald was accused of shooting him, but then who's Jack Ruby?
Jack Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald.
Right.
Killed Lee Harvey
right,
Oswald.
right.
Yeah, who like that. And then I think Jack Ruby died like a week later.
Jack Ruby.
Ruby, who they named Ruby Tuesdays after.
Right. And so this day they have half price apps during happy hour.
Because of that, yeah. And Jack Ruby is related to who else is Ruby? From
Ruby
Wizard of Oz.
Soho. Ruby.
What's her name for the Wizard of Oz?
Oh,
isn't her name Ruby?
Dorothy.
Isn't her name Dorothy
What's
Ruby?
Dorothy's name again? Jesus Lord.
I thought Dorothy was something with Ruby. I could be wrong.
This is where your mind just blanks. How do we not know what her name is?
Julie Garland, which we stayed at the Garland Hotel.
Judy, right?
Oh, Judy Garland. No. Judy Garland. A lot of people talk about Judy Garland. I know her sister Julie.
All right.
Yeah. Judy Garland.
She's related to Jack Ruby?
No. I there was something. I thought that there was something. I thought that there was something with Dorothy and Ruby's. Ruby Red.
Oh, Ruby Slippers.
Ruby Slippers. Yeah, something.
Oh, all right.
Something
Yeah.
in my brain was trying to make a connection.
I understand.
But me and Homeless Pimp stayed at the Garland Hotel in Los Angeles, which is off the side of the highway. But actually, really nice hotel.
But related to Judy Garland?
I think it's named after Judy Garland because I think that that's the neighborhood she used to live in.
Oh, no.
Almost
That's it.
positive.
Did you ever do the thing where you play the Wizard of Oz to the to Pink Floyd?
No. What is that?
Dark Side of the Moon.
No, what do you mean?
Am I crazy?
I don't know.
No, you're not. I'm sure it's a thing, but what do you
never heard that in your life?
Never
So
once in my life.
there's a moment in Wizard of Oz. I think it's during the opening credits where you hit play on the Pink Floyd album, The Dark Side of the Moon, which, I mean, I'm not, like, this is a big thing, and I'm not, like, making it up.
Okay.
And then someone noticed that, like, a lot of the music of the, like, the lyrics and the music go along and fit perfectly to
the opening credits of The Wizard of Oz?
to the whole, you play the whole album. And it literally goes along with the Wizard of Oz. Like, you turn off that sound and it fits right in.
How is that possible? Have you
Yeah.
ever done it?
Yeah, I actually have.
And does it
I mean,
work?
I did it a long time ago, and there was definitely points where you're like, oh wow, oh shit, like that. Like,
Interesting.
I mean, did it come up? Yeah, Dark Side of Oz.
It is unknown who first came up with the idea of playing the two works simultaneously, but it was first brought to the public's attention by Charles Savage, who penned an article for the Fort Wayne Journal-Gazette on August 1st, 1995. Interesting. See,
I thought it was way older than that. If it only came out in 95, then that's when I first heard about it in college.
There's so many conspiracies with the Wizard of Oz.
What
The
about-
guy hanging in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Which I never saw him.
I heard that bunked, rebunked.
I never.
rebuked.
Yeah, let's see if it's Wizard of
it
Oz
was like
hanging.
I think it was like somebody in the crew was like hanging something in the background.
It was the Wizard of Oz curse, the truth behind the dark stories about the Judy Garland classic. So I can't see. Yeah, let me see if there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing true. The makeup made actor sick. Okay.
No, but there was a guy that was supposed to be hanging.
An actor who played a munchkin hanged himself on set.
False. In a scene where Dorothy, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man are skipping down the yellow brick road singing, "We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz," some think the dark moving figure hanging from the tree in the background is an actor who hanged himself on set. More likely, it's one of the exotic birds. That's not even the thing I read, that the filmmakers borrowed from the zoo to create a wilderness setting. According to the fact-checking website Snopes.com, the rumor has been circulating since '89, the time of the 50th anniversary of the film's release.
So it corresponds perfectly where you want to get some buzz for the 50th anniversary. Probably false. Judy Garland was molested by actors playing munchkins. Probably false. In a memoir by Judy Garland's third husband,
there's a small chance.
There's a small chance. Sid Luft. He writes that after bar hopping in Culver City, the actors who played the Munchkins would make Judy's life miserable by putting their hands on her.
That's insane.
It's not funny, but it's
you know what it's funny too? It's not even blaming it on a male Munchkin.
Yeah.
It's just the Munchkins.
Just in general.
So probably
the,
less than
the genderless Wizard of Oz Munchkins.
Yeah, like the Munchkins are. Yeah.
Oh my God.
What was the one above that said true? Someone stepped on Toto. An actor playing the Wicked Witch's soldiers accidentally jumped on top of Dorothy's Toto. The dog trainer on set told.
And then Toto sprained its foot.
Wow.
They did say Judy Garland did say that the drinking was annoying with talk show host Jack. So I guess the Munchkins used to get ripped on set. Which I mean, what are you going to do? What else are you going to do? You're a Munchkin in Hollywood. Can you say Munch? Are we saying
a Munchkin? I think it's fine. I don't think you should call a little person a Munchkin.
A Munchkin.
That's a character in the movie.
A movie. So I could say you're
I wouldn't say.
Don't walk up to it if you see a little person short. It's like, hey, Mr. Munchkin man. Okay, don't say that. Nah. But Munchkin, I know you can't say midget. That's
I
fair.
wonder if Dunkin' Donuts had to break off a piece to the Wizard of Oz in order to call that holes Munchkins.
Do you think Wizard of Oz is the one that coined Munchkins?
Well, I mean, the Wizard of Oz is from what year? 1940?
Okay, but Munchkin, it's a native of the fictional Munchkin County in the Oz book. Oh, okay. So so the term Munchkin, a child or a short person, the term Munchkin originated in the Wizard of Oz,
and it's in the dictionary as a word. Like that means that a child or short person. Well, I guess when you go, look at these little Munchkins when you talk about kids.
Yeah, but is that my point? Is what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Right. We got to find out.
Do Google Munchkin or created when? Yeah, there you go. Origination 1991.
No, but that's no.
Yeah, do Munchkin or origination or origin of the word Munchkin. Origin of the word Munchkin. Yeah, Munchkin word origin. Perfect. Okay, yeah, and Frank, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz in 1900.
Oh my God, that book was written in 1900?
Frank Baum. Wow. Baum's family had German origin, suggested that Baum could have seen one reproduction in his childhood. It's also
so hit me up as Munchkin with a Dunkin' hole and let me know how much Dunkin' broke off to.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't just take Munchkin,
Munchkin,
right?
Dunkin' Donuts lost. They probably got their ball suit off. I guess lawsuit claims Dunkin' Donut blew. Oh no,
no! I didn't think it was a lawsuit. I was going to say like when
did Dunkin' Donuts? Google did Dunkin' Donuts have to pay Wizard of Oz for Munchkins?
We're like, I mean, I don't know. We're a crack squad of. We should open up a private detective agency.
And then what Pimp Googled is when did Dunkin' start Muchins? Muchings. Mr. Donut. Shout out Dunkin' Donuts, by the way. Every time I cross the border and go into New England, I just want a Dunkin' Donuts. That's where they're from.
What do you think they're? I mean, you want their donuts or you want their coffee, or you want both?
I want their donuts. Coffee? I don't. Not that I hate their coffee. Every time I drink their shout out America runs on Dunkin'. Every time I drink their coffee, though, my pee smells like I just ate asparagus. I get asparagus pee
from
Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Yeah.
Did they popularize spelling donut like that? Because isn't donut really DOUGHNUT or something?
I think so, but I only spell donut the Duncan way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Donut Planet.
Spread donuts, it's the Duncan way.
Yeah, spell it donut. Yeah, like that. Yeah, shout out Donuts. Shout out the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island, which is the funniest name for arena in the United States, or the Yum Yum Smoothie Center in KFC. Yeah, Google the Yum Yum Smoothie. Dude, some of the names of these
Smoothie
arenas.
King Center or
yeah,
something?
there's the Smoothie King Center. Yeah, Google the Yum Yum Smoothie. Yeah. Yeah, what is it? Or Google, go to the right. What was that? The Smoothie King Center. You got the Smoothie King Center. And then I think there's the Yum Yum. Google Yum Yum Kentucky. Yum Kentucky Center or something like that. Yeah. Yes, the KFC Yum Center. The KFC Yum Center. Google KFC Yum Center. Where is that? My goal in life, Sally Babes, is to play more shows with you. I want to get big enough where we get to the KFC Yum Center.
Where is that? Maybe
Louisville, Kentucky. Have you performed with the guys at the KFC Yum Center?
I might have.
Google, dude, if the KFC Yum Center.
And then put in Practical Jokers.
Yeah.
That's how you can figure it out. Yeah.
Did you do it? The Kentucky
Center.
Oh. Kentucky Performing Arts Center you guys did.
That was 5 years ago, though.
5 years ago.
No, sooner. We might have done it sooner.
The KFC Yum Center, hilarious name.
Little Caesars, is that it?
That's Detroit. You've definitely done Little Caesars.
No, that was it right there. Turn back. Look, KFC Yum Center events.
Maybe you're doing it. Are you doing the KFC Yum Center this year on the arena tour? Can I open for you guys on that one? Vandal Arena. Google and KFC Yum Center. Dan and Shay is going to be there. I'd love to go see a Dan and Shay show.
Shout out Shay.
Shout out. Do you know Dan and Shay?
I know Shay.
You know Shay?
Is he also Dan?
No, it's two different guys.
Shay is Shay's first name, right?
I know
Shay. I know Shay.
You know Shay?
I met Shay. He's a nice guy. A couple times. Because when I traveled to Nashville. I met him like a decade ago. Like
Before they had anything.
They had like a hit or something like that. Now they're like
now they're on the arena tour, the Dan and Shay arena tour.
Shout out Dan and Shay.
Yeah. If you guys are doing the KFC Yum Center, can you talk to the guys? Because I'll open the show for free.
Yes.
Just to say I did the KFC Yum Center.
Yeah.
Arena names, because now with everything, all the sponsors, when do you think this? I was thinking about this. It's going to get to the point, because now they're putting sponsor names on even NBA jerseys, and it's going to infiltrate every sports. Grindr at some point is going to win the bid to sponsor. They're going to have enough money. So it'll be fun to see the first NBA jersey that has Grindr on it.
Would you guys ever sell out your tour name to a company like Grindr, the Grindr tour?
If they said the Hey Babe #BabeFest 2021 sponsored by Grindr, I'd have no issue with that.
I
Zero-ish.
would love it. I would love a sponsor.
I'd
behind
ask for
us.
$5 million up front on that.
Yeah.
I'd say $5 million up front.
Yeah.
We go 2.5 each. Why the hell not? We buy some Bitcoin.
They got the money.
I gave you $5 million cash right now. What's the first thing you're doing with it? $5 million cash clear. Are you going to buy Bitcoin with it? What would you do?
I'm leery of Bitcoin. I still haven't done it.
You still down on Bitcoin?
I still don't understand if I should do it or not. I hear both sides of the coin.
Was that a bit?
I hear a bit of both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bit. I didn't even mean to say it.
It wasn't even a bit.
I've heard I've lost my shoes and socks, and I've heard I'm going to buy a helicopter. I've heard it all.
Well, I said this last week on
what happened with your big invest?
Well, what happened in my big invest is, as I said this on the Chrissy Chaos podcast, is we found a story of a crypto investing hamster that beat the performance of Warren Buffett. So literally hamsters can guess.
That scares me though.
Yeah.
A hamster is making more money than Warren Buffett on crypto. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I put my down payment on my house with the hopes that Bitcoin was going to explode, and it hasn't exploded. So I'm going to ask the fans to please go to ChristyComedy.com and buy some tickets.
By the way, Chris's new house is a money pit.
Oh yeah, I keep losing money on my new house.
Yeah.
The pool, money. The heater broke. Now we had a bar in the house. Bar's getting removed.
Yeah.
We have all this. I mean, it's literally dollar after dollar after dollar I'm spending, and I literally thought that I had so much money because of Bitcoin, and now it's plummeting.
The Bitcoin money that you bought, remember like months ago you put like a lot of money.
A lot of money. Yeah.
Is that you holding that still?
I'm still holding it, but it's down. But I was told that do not sell.
Okay, so you are less money than your investment.
Yes. I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down on Bitcoin. You made a smart move by not buying.
But your plan is to hold on to it, and it's going to spike again.
I'm trusting the experts that say it is going to go up.
So just hold.
Just hold.
So I'm just holding it, but. Yep.
Thanks so much for that. For those listening, I just asked him to adjust the mic shield.
Yeah, because sometimes the mic shield. Sometimes I like it tilted, like how when you feel cool when you tilt your hat. Sometimes it makes me feel cool when I tilt the mic shield.
Like that. Did you used to do that?
Backwards.
Did you do it?
And I would cover.
Oh, you did this job?
Yeah, because every hat, because I have a big head, every hat I would have would make my ears stick out like that. Yeah. So I would cover one ear with the hat and then let the other ear stick out. That's how I rolled.
You did that?
That's
how
I rolled.
The tuck ear?
I had no choice.
You went in hard on
else
that.
It was out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Can I tell you something?
Shout out
KFC Yum Center. What's that?
KFC Yum Center. Go.
I'm driving home. I did a show up in Oneonta College a couple of weeks ago.
You know what they call it? Stoneyonta.
They do call it
because
that.
there's a lot of weed smoking, which is it's a pretty good name, but
yeah.
We could do better.
I'm driving home. I didn't eat during the show. I never like to eat before a show.
You don't eat before the show. You don't eat a lot, period.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
I don't eat a lot, and then when I eat a lot. Does that make sense?
So you don't eat often, but when you eat a lot in one sitting.
Yeah.
You'll go 3,000 calories in one sitting easy.
Unfortunate.
Me too.
Yeah,
By the way, speaking of cows, shout out Ronnie's Sandwich Grill on Staten Island. Best sandwich I've ever had in my life. I got the chicken, fresh mutts, and vinegar peps. Was the best thing I've ever eaten. And this morning I had an egg and cheese with roasted peppers, red peppers sandwich. That was phenomenal. So, and a donut from Piece of Cake Bakery.
Oh, yeah.
On Staten Island also, which the thing is with living on Staten Island is the food out here is so good. So I don't know what to do. I may just have to. It's either I'm going to sell my house or lose a foot.
Yeah. You've been finding your new spots.
I mean, I've been going crazy.
Jams, right?
Jams. I love it out here.
Yeah. Shout out local businesses.
Shout out local Staten Island businesses.
Yeah.
Listen, if you need a loan, if you're looking at crippling credit card debt and you just need some money to get out of your existing debt quickly, Upstart is the place for you. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 1 million people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff debt.
Rather than looking at your credit score alone, Upstart considers other factors like your income, current employment, credit history to find a smarter rate for the loan.
That's what it is. And you can find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/heybabe. That's upstart.com/heybabe. Do not forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you.
Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Upstart.com/heybabe.
All right, babe. Amazon Music. We're on it.
Oh, boy. If you're looking for a ready lineup of binge-worthy podcasts plus free streaming music,
yes,
guys, check out Amazon Music.
Seriously, do Amazon Music. You can even go hands-free Alexa so you can jerk off while you're listening to music.
And you cannot do that with other competitors.
The only one that allows you to masturbate while listening to podcasts and music.
But it's not just for listening to podcasts. They have thousands of music stations and top playlists that stream for free, F-R-E-E.
For free. You can keep your hands free. You keep the music free. And like I said, the big calling card is tug on those balls a little bit while you listen.
That's Amazon Music. Yeah. Get the app and enjoy free listening anywhere. There's no credit card or subscription required.
Yeah.
If you've never tried it before, what are you waiting for? You're gonna love it as much as we do. I actually do like hopping around because you know what I do? Like I'll try to play curated lists just to learn new music.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I feel like I'm getting fed the same stuff. So I like when I switched up to them, it was a different algorithm and I enjoy it.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
You know my love of the 1975. How I'm obsessed with the 1975. You know how I found them? Amazon Music.
Oh, there it is.
They popped right in, and now literally my life is about the 1975. I'm considering leaving my family to go try and join the 1975 as a groupie.
You love to see it.
Yep.
Start listening for free today. Head on over to Amazon.com/heybabe. That's Amazon.com/heybabe to stream thousands of music stations and over 10 million podcast episodes if you're bored for free. Amazon.com/heybabe.
Hey, babe. Yeah. So
I'm driving home from Oneonta. I didn't eat.
Good show at Oneonta?
Yeah, it was good.
College kids.
Yeah, I had to work for it a little bit.
College kids.
It was one of those things where they were on board. They laugh a lot, but then they get quiet right away.
Right.
And then a couple times they don't know when they can laugh. But it's still good. But it was thousands of 18-year-olds.
Thousands. Yeah.
Like 1,500, 2,000, whatever it was. Because I did a couple of colleges. I did Seton Hall. They were a lot of fun too.
The
but
Pirates.
Again, thousands of yeah. And it's just like they're good. But it is like it's weird to do a show for that much of the same exact type of audience.
Yeah,
you know how it is.
I get it. Dude,
I'm driving home from Oneonta. I hadn't eaten with my lady, and we're like, should we stop somewhere and get something to eat for this drive home? Because it was like a 4-hour drive home.
Right. Yeah.
So I drove up 4 hours to go, did the show a couple hours, and then 4 hours
back.
home. So it was like
beautiful drive, though, right?
Yeah, but it's a lot of driving, right? It's
8 hours,
night.
yeah.
So we're like, all right, let's just go to like a fast food thing. Like,
why the
so
hell
we're,
not?
we're about an hour and a half into the drive home, and we go on and we find out like a Wendy's just off the highway, about a mile. So she's like, all right, let's go to this Wendy's. I'm like, all right. So I get off the highway, we're driving to it, and she goes, and she goes, I look at the thing, and it's 798 reviews or something like that, 1.5 stars.
On a Wendy's?
On a Wendy's. 1.5 out of 5, 790 something reviews.
That's
it was
great.
a Wendy's. I want to shout out exactly who it is. It was the Wendy's in Monticello.
Monticello.
So pull up the Google of the Wendy's in Monticello.
Wendy's in Monticello. There it is. Yeah.
Can you click on like the Google thing and see?
Google reviews to the right.
So this was 1.5. Wherever I looked, it was 1.5. This says on Wendy's on Google, it says 756 reviews, 3 stars out of 5.
Which still is not good.
Still is not good. Whatever I looked on, we looked at it said 1.5. So I said, we were like, how could a Wendy's be 1.5?
Yeah, it's a corporate
It
thing.
was 1 o'clock in the morning. We're like, we're going to go through the drive-thru, so it can't be that bad. We're going to be the only people there. We get there, we're the only people there.
Sure.
I pull up.
Drive-thru's open.
Drive-thru's open.
Okay.
I pull up, and I'm reading the menu, and there's like these deals that they don't explain. It's like 4 for $4.44, choose 4. And I'm just like, hey, I was like, I don't know what this means, So the guy gets on and I go, hey, how you doing? I'll take a number, whatever. And then I go, and for the 4 for the $4.44, choose 4. I said, what do I, can I have the chicken? He's like, what are you talking about?
He said that to you?
Yeah. I go, what? He goes, it comes with the chicken. And I go, oh, all right. So like, I don't understand. Can I get the other thing? He goes, you pick 4 or whatever. And he's like talking to me like that, right? So I go, yeah, man, it's not clear. Like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, you already get that. I was like, all right, I don't understand it. So I go, just give me another one of these things. He goes, all right. I go, he goes, what do you want to drink with it? I go, can I get a water? He's like, you could. Oh. So I go, well, does it come with a water, the combo? He's like, it can come with a water. So I go, all right, so just give me just a bottle of water.
It's hilarious.
He goes, all right. So then I asked him another question, and he doesn't know the answer to it. So he goes, hold on. So he leaves. About a minute passes. Another guy comes on. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, the 444 thing. He's like, yeah, you got to do. And he explains it. It's a terrible experience thus far.
Right.
So I was like, all right. So we just end up choosing it. I drive around to the window. We're the only car there. So it's already like, all right, I guess that's what it is. Like, people don't know what they're talking about here.
Yeah.
We pull up to the drive-thru window. You know those like the 2 glass windows that open up like this, like a bank teller?
Sure, yeah.
There is such a thick sheen of grease on that window that it almost looks like the people are like blurred out inside. Like you can't even see the people. That's how filthy the sheen of grease is on this window. So we see them through it, but they're like frosted. And there's only one, just
like
one guy.
Like a bathroom window.
Just standing there.
Yeah.
So I'm staring at the guy. I could barely see him. He's staring at me. He's doing his own thing in there. He's not addressing us. A few minutes go by.
A few minutes?
A few minutes, like 5.
At a Wendy's drive-thru at 1 a.m.?
I've already pulled up. We're the only ones there. I'm at the window. I'm not exaggerating. About 5 minutes passes.
Which is in eternity.
In eternity. Yeah. So I look at her. I'm like, is this weird to you? She goes, yeah. I go, like in New York, like you pull up. The lady's like, they
have the food, yeah.
And I get anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
I'm like, how did you make this quick?
And I'm like, I want to check the bag to make sure it has everything. But they're like, and you have to move on.
Move on,
like,
yeah.
I guess we're just used to like New York, whatever. So after about 5 minutes, the guy opens up the thing. He hands me 2 big seltzers. So I'm like, oh, hey. I said I ordered, one seltzer and one water. So he's like, he goes, he gets a bottle of Dasani. He hands it to me, right? He hands me my change. It's $28 change plus like 70 cents. He just hands me $28, doesn't mention the coins.
Okay.
Then he hands me the receipt. I look. He charged me $1.29 for the Dasani, which is weird because he said it was included. He's like, it could be. I didn't know he was charging extra.
Yeah.
He doesn't give me the change. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I take the Dasani.
You make money. You could $1.29. It's like,
I just thought it was funny because he's like, it can be. So I was just like, it was such weird messaging. So we laughed at that.
We laughed at that,
Then
yeah.
I'm like, he's not even giving me the coins. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Right. So then he closes.
But you're closing on a house soon,
right?
You should. I mean, the coins.
Right.
I just want to tell you, don't spend money wildly. The coins could have been. If you need coins, I'll give you coins.
Yeah.
For the
Should
house
I have asked for my change at a Prince?
You just closed on a house.
I should have asked at a Prince.
No, it's not about a Prince. It's just you closed on a house. You closed on a house.
Right.
So
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You need the coins.
So he closes the thing again, right? This gets good now. Now I watched the same kid. By the way, the kid, he didn't look like he had a high IQ. I'll just put it like that. That's all. That's all.
He looked
really.
like he was a Brendan Dassey from Making a Murderer.
He looked like he was slow on the uptake.
Hey, shout out slow people.
Yeah, no, I didn't say he was slow. I didn't mean that.
Shout out looking like you're slow, but
I don't even think he was anything like challenged. I just think
shout out IQs under 100.
Yeah, I just think this guy was a low Q guy.
Low Q.
He's a low IQ guy.
Low IQ.
Like I'm not saying like he was challenged or anything like that or incapable, but I think he was just a dumb guy.
Shout out dummies.
Yeah. He walks over, and I'm watching through the window, and he walks over. We ordered 2 chicken sandwiches.
Ooh,
he
nice.
walks over to the fryer, and he takes his hand, and he puts it into the fryer, and he puts it into the oil. And he pulls out, with one fist, 2 pieces of chicken dripping with oil in his hand.
With no glove on.
With no glove. And then he just walks past that area, past us, and into the front area, puts the chicken on the thing, and then starts to get the accoutrements to make the chicken. And
gloveless.
I turned to my girlfriend and I said, did you just see that? She goes, yeah. I go, what did you think you just saw? And she goes, did he just put his hand in the fryer and take out both pieces of chicken? I go, that's what I saw. And she goes, it can't be like the oil. I go, I know, but he did it. I watched him do it. And she's like, I know. So we wait. I'm not kidding you. Another 5 minutes.
This is an eternity.
We're there 15 minutes now between the ordering and the waiting at the window. Still no one behind us. He comes back over. He gives us the bag. He opens the thing. He's got thick glasses. They're about this thick.
Right.
He goes to hand me this stuff. I said, can I ask you a question? She goes, don't. I go, no, but I'm not going to eat it if he touched it with his hands. I want to ask him. If he says yes, maybe we missaw him. So she goes, all right. He opens the door and he has the thing. He's just staring at me with his thick glasses. I go, can I ask you a question? He goes, yeah. I go, did you just take our chicken out with your bare hands from the fryer? He goes, yeah. I go, no. He goes, yes. I go, no. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And he's just staring at me. He doesn't say anything. He's still holding the bag out. And I go, you know you can't do that. And he's just holding the bag. And he still doesn't. I go, you can take that back. I'm not having that.
Yeah.
So he just takes it back. And I go, look, can I just have my money back? So he goes, hold on. He closes the greasy window. He leaves. He leaves for about 2 or 3 minutes. And he comes back with another guy. The guy that comes back is maybe 70 pounds.
Right.
He's got neck, nothing against him, but he's got neck. He comes over almost with the shakes. The guy. Yeah. And he's the representative of the boss of the other guy. He opens the thing. He goes, is there an issue? He was polite, but he was a little bit out of it. And I said, yeah, your boy, I said, just straight palmed both chicken cutlets out of the fryer direct.
Yeah.
I go, I've never seen anything like that. I can't put my mouth on that.
Yeah.
I was like, also, you shouldn't serve that oil anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry about that. So he closes the window and they're standing right there and he's talking to the guy and I hear him being like, blah, 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 blah. He's talking to him. And then he opens it again. And as he's opening, I hear him go, I'll just say that. Don't say anything or whatever. And then he opens it to me and he didn't know I'd catch that. And he goes, I had a word with him. So I was like, all right. And he goes, just keep the seltzers. I go, I don't even want the seltzers. So I get the seltzers and the water back. And I give him the $28 back. I go, he didn't even give me the right change.
Yeah.
And I give him the receipt. And then he closes the thing. And then alone, he's on the POS system himself. I'm not joking. Another 2.5 minutes. To the point where I knock. I go, can you just give me the 50 back that I gave you?
Because now you're mad because you're hungry too.
I go, now we have been, I'm not kidding you, we were 34 minutes at the Wendy's because we looked at the clock. We couldn't believe it because I was so dead tired. I had a 2.5 hour drive ahead of me. We're there 34 minutes. And then the guy finally at the 2.5 minutes opens the door, gives me back a different crumpled 50. And he's like, I'm sorry about that. I'm like, hey man, don't even worry about it. I just drove away. But it took 34 minutes. The Monticello Wendy's that had 1.5 stars, that's why. Like, listen to the stars.
Oh my God!
The guy palmed it with he had grit. His hand looked like a fucking catcher's mitt. his hand's skin was just so prepared for that oil.
Do you know how you could prevent that problem next time? Do you know how you could prevent that problem from ever happening again?
Eat it on the anta?
Go to HelloFresh.com. Put in the promo code.
HelloFresh.
Yeah. 14 free meals. Hey, babe, 14 promo code. What did you wind up eating?
I went down the road to a McDonald's.
McDonald's saved the day.
The transaction at McDonald's was fine.
How long were you at the McDonald's? 32 minutes?
No. Oh, actually, no. The McDonald's was jumping, and we were behind people that were we were behind person that had that, like, you know when they put like 20 speakers in the trunk?
Yes. Yeah.
And the car is violently shaking.
That's what,
to the point where it's like, how can anyone listen to this? That's who was in front and behind us in the McDonald's drive-thru. But McDonald's themselves, it was about a 5-minute transaction.
And then you got what you got. What you got at McDonald's?
I got
what do you go, number 2?
I got the small cheeseburger, the small junior cheeseburger, the junior cheeseburger, and I get like a 10-piece nugget, a small fry, and a water.
Okay, not bad.
Just give me the light and I got the blood. And I got in the bed and I'm in the boat. You know how I learned that?
How?
Babbel.
Wow. That's what I was going to guess. Right? Because the accent was so perfect. I said, he has to be on Babbel right now. We've been using Babbel's bite-sized lessons.
That's right. Oh, I love it because it's 15-minute lessons on the app that I do on the go. I'm on the subway. Boom.
Yes.
I educate myself in another language.
Yes. Babbel, what it is, they have speech recognition technology. The other ones don't do that. This one has speech recognition technology, so you can hear the accent. Because here, watch how good his accent is. See, because because look at me. Just give me the light and pass the door. Not good. Now look at him. Now close your eyes and imagine. Close your eyes at home and tell me that this is not a Jamaican man. Go ahead, hit it.
Just give me the light and pass the door.
You see the difference? Babbel. Speech recognition technology. There are so many learns.
Well, they also have Spanish, French, Italian, German, and 14 other languages.
Yes.
This is just us being silly geese.
We're being silly gooses, silly geese-eye. Right now, if you purchase a 3-month subscription to Babbel and you go to Babbel.com and put in the promo code HeyBabe, they give you another 3 months free. So you buy 3, you get 3 free. That you can learn 6 months of a language. You can talk to whomever for however long you want in all these different languages if you just go to Babbel.com and put in the promo code HeyBabe.
That's BABBEL.com, code HeyBabe. Babbel, language for life, babe.
Dame más gasolina. Sal, what are you going to eat tonight?
I don't know exactly what, but I know I'll have a lot of choices because I hit up DoorDash like, whoa.
Seriously.
I'm not joking around, dude.
It's on my home screen right now. DoorDash.
I didn't always have it in my area, and now I have it, and I love it because it hits up so many food places that I couldn't get prior to this.
Yes, and I notice every time I order from DoorDash, the delivery men and women are out of breath because they're literally dashing to my door, which I appreciate.
I mean, there's a reason they call it DoorDash.
Yeah, I mean, I was using another service, and they literally, this other service, I don't know why they would do this, the other app service that was similar to DoorDash, but this is why DoorDash is 100 times better, is they would take my food and throw it out my door from the delivery car. And I can't tell you how many times. Door Smash. Yeah. They stink because I can't tell you how many times I would open my door, and my family would have to eat the food off the door. We'd have to catch it, or we'd open it up, and it would just be.
No, that doesn't make for a good dining experience.
But because Door Smash,
you just have it just trickling down the wall.
DoorDash actually in some locations, maybe I've hired Olympic sprinters who are out of work to dash the food to your door.
Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, honestly, when it's not Olympic season, Usain Bolt delivers some.
He delivers for DoorDash. Yeah.
Along with restaurants you love, you can now get groceries and other essential items delivered with DoorDash, drinks, snacks, and other household items in under an hour, and with over 300,000 partners.
Yes,
you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle, and Cheesecake Factory.
For a limited time, our listeners are going to get 25%, not 20. 25% off and 0% for the Spanish-speaking audience.
25.
Delivery fees on their first order of $15 more. So you spend $15, you get free delivery, and you get 25% off when you download the DoorDash app and enter the code HeyBabe. So if you're going to get DoorDash food right now, it could be lunchtime, who knows, wherever you are, you want DoorDash. Put in that promo code HeyBabe. You're gonna get 25% off on a $15 order plus free delivery.
That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code HeyBabe. Don't forget that's code HeyBabe for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change. Terms apply. I will tell you though, there's no other way to do food anymore.
Yeah,
I don't like getting on the phone now.
Yeah, no.
They're always like, hello, hold on 1 second.
No.
He needs what can I get you? Okay, what's that? Okay, say your card number. No.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I pull up the thing, I go like this, boop, boop. And
That's
then in
it.
like a few minutes, someone goes ding dong.
Yes.
And then I open it and then I go yum, 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 yum.
That's it. DoorDash. The DoorDash app, enter code Hey Babe. That's all you have to do. And they say subject to change, terms apply. There's no terms applying and nothing's changing.
I just got lightheaded. That's the one big caveat that you need to say at the end. It's in red. It's like a catch-all, and then you just outright denied it.
Let's keep it in and see what happens.
Keep all this in. Yeah.
Now, do you eat something like that? Do you eat that while you're driving? You have to pull over, stop, and eat.
I was so frazzled that we pulled over and ate it in the parking lot.
Yeah, in the parking lot of McDonald's, which is probably, I would say, going to McDonald's is sad. We're always sad when we go there.
I was so hungry. I was
no, but I'm not hating on it because I go there. It's sad.
I drove away and I also felt immediately regretting that I had McDonald's.
What do you think sadder? If you have an email, heybabepod@gmail.com, email us. What's sadder, eating McDonald's in the parking lot with your lady or eating McDonald's by yourself inside?
Oh, inside alone.
Inside alone. But
I'm not a guy that minds eating or going to the movies alone though.
No, I know, but I
don't mind it at all. As a matter of fact, many times I prefer it.
See, that's what I'm saying. If you're inside, because eating, listen, you have eating a McDonald's inside alone. You have eating McDonald's in a parking lot with your lady. If you're eating McDonald's alone in a parking lot, that is the last night of your life. You've done that and you've said, this is my going out party.
I walked through a drive-through once and ordered McNuggets when I was drunk.
You legally can't do that though.
They gave it to me.
But you legally can't, because I used to go to the McDonald's on Myrtle Avenue in Cooper and Glendale, and they said you can't do it. So we came with with one of those scooters, wagons, like the red wagon, and I was sitting in the wagon, and they said now we can give it to you because you're in a vehicle.
I came out of a nightclub in Queens and I had been drinking and I was a vegetarian for like 5 years
You were a vegetarian for 5 years?
7 years.
What?
7 years, yeah.
How does he say this 40 episodes in?
15 to 22 I was a vegetarian.
Not a piece of meat, fish, or chicken?
No.
What was your...
No.
Were you in good shape?
Fish too.
Or were you eating a lot of cheese and
really.
breads?
Yeah, because it was, when I did it, I was 15, so, it was 92.
What was the reason?
Like I got into animal cruelty stuff. Really. When I was 15, it was like there was like that whole movement. It was like, this like meat is murder type of thing. Like it was grunge and just like, all this like
So what was a typical, but you eat pizza, you eat milk products and stuff and cheeses.
Yes, I did.
But not meat.
I wasn't
so you weren't vegan?
No, I didn't have chicken, meat, fish.
7 years.
Yeah.
What was the first day like when you ate that piece of meat, and take us through why you did it? Because you went from saying murder's bad, we're murdering animals, to I'm eating them. You basically became a cannibal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first two meats I ate after the 7 years. The very first one was drunk going through the McDonald's drive-thru and I ordered McNuggets.
So the first piece of meat you ate in 7 years was a chicken McNugget.
Yes.
That had to be bad for the bathroom.
I threw up everywhere.
Of course.
No, I didn't make it home. I threw up in the street.
Yeah, your body rejects that violently.
Yeah, I remember where it was. It was at a grass divider on like a street.
Highland Boulevard?
No. It was in Queens.
Oh, it was in Queens.
It was
I'm sorry.
shortly there after the order.
Why were you there in Queens?
I went to a nightclub called Metropolis.
Metropolis?
Yeah.
They used to let people in with fake IDs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was
Somebody got stabbed in there and they shut it down.
It was straight up free beer until like 11 or midnight.
Yeah, Metropolis
was
crazy.
I think I told you a story about this before, because I threw a Skittle at that guy who was performing that song on stage and it hit him in the tooth. I felt really bad about it.
Did we say that on Hey Babe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
That was at Metrop.
So that's the first time when you puke in Queens, and then when's the second? And then
second time was at home. I still lived at home.
How long after the first time?
It wasn't that long after I started eating meat again. Kind of like not.
What happened?
It was like I don't know what happened, man. I think that here's what happened. I think that I wasn't able to eat the right way, and then I started getting unhealthy, and then I didn't want to sacrifice like my inability to do it the right way for my health, and I kind of just grew out of it. I did it for 7 years, and I'm like, all right, because back then nothing was like on menus like it is now.
No.
Now you could be a vegan and eat in 20 places a city.
Yeah.
There was no vegetarian options. Like even when you went to like McDonald's, you just had to get a cheese, no patty, cheese.
The King's Arm Diner in Staten Island didn't have vegetarian options in 1992?
I mean, I'm sure you could order a non-meat option in a diner, but
No, I was kidding. I would just assume that
I was hard. I was eating a lot
Shout
of
out to
pasta
King's Arm Diner on
pizzas.
Staten Island.
Shout out diners.
Shout out diners
Shout
in
out
general.
people in this food industry that are working 24 hours a day so someone can get a bite at any time.
Shout out the Mustard Seed Cafe in Staten Island that I went to recently. They have Nutella empanadas. So shout out the Mustard Seed Cafe.
Because that's where I want to go for my Nutella empanadas, the Mustard Seed
The
Cafe.
Mustard Seed Cafe. There's a small white woman that makes them.
There's mixed messaging over there.
Yeah.
Come on down to the Mustard Seed Cafe for the best chocolate empanadas you can have. The other time was my stepmom had made spaghetti and meatballs.
Shout out stepmoms.
Out of and then there was leftovers in the fridge. And
you were just so
I think
hungry.
again, maybe I came home one night after having a little bit of a drink,
Alcohol,
and I hit the meatballs, a couple of meatballs up, like whoa, wow. And I hadn't had a meatball in like 7 years, and after that, I was like, what am I doing? I'm missing like Sunday dinner.
Literally finding something out like that about you, that for 7 years you never ate meat, is like mind blowing.
I didn't realize that it would be mind blowing.
It's mind blowing, and it's borderline like it's. I don't want to say it's upsetting. It's the same thing that happened to me a couple of days ago. I was in Huntington Beach, California. We're doing shows at the Irvine Improv. Thanks for everyone that came out. Huntington Beach, and I posted a picture of me and the homeless pimp. I posted a video of me and the homeless pimp in Huntington Beach, and my first cousin was like, "Oh my God, Huntington Beach." She goes, "I lived there for 10 years." And I was like, "What? You're in my family. You're my first cousin.
Yeah.
You lived in Huntington Beach for 10 years. And then she was like, no, I didn't really live there. She was like, I would go there every summer and visit my father because I'm connected. She's my cousin through my father's sister, but she had gotten remarried. Her father then had gotten remarried. He's like, yeah, he's like, my father's new wife and kids and everything lived there. So I would always be in Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did I not know this about you? All these times growing up, you never told me that you were in Southern California for the summers. I just didn't.
You got to drop one on me. What do you think? What's something we don't know? What's something we don't know about you that would blow balls?
Something you don't know?
Yeah.
What's something we don't know about you, pimp?
Oh, jeez. I mean, I off the top, I don't know. I have no idea. I dropped out of middle school.
Middle?
That's crazy, right?
On your own accord?
It's actually illegal. His parents committed like a legitimate felony when he told me that.
I just hated everybody, and everyone's like a drug addict. So I just stopped going and pretended I was homeschooled. And you just fill out paperwork, and the state doesn't check on you.
He genuinely didn't even graduate 8th grade legally.
Your parents, I'm sorry, they didn't school you?
No.
But they let you leave?
Yeah.
But then on top of you leaving, didn't bridge the gap in the education?
No, and then I just took the entrance exam and got into high school.
What year did you drop out of middle?
End of 6th, beginning of 7th.
So for two school years, you didn't get educated?
That's crazy.
No, I just like read stuff about coding and video games. And
that's why he can do what he does.
Video games.
Wow.
Follow your dreams, kids. Drop out of 6th, 7th grade right now if you want to get into coding.
Yeah, this is parents, show your kids this.
Show your kids the way.
That's kind of wild, right? Dude. Yeah. So I wonder what I learned in 7th and 8th that I might know that you didn't because you didn't.
Well, he can't spell. We know that.
Yeah.
So that.
But that happens earlier. Did you also drop out of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd?
I just stopped paying attention. I just was not paying any attention.
Yeah, there's a guy I know.
But then you opted for high school.
Yeah, and I got a scholarship.
How crazy is that?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
To high school?
Yeah.
Because he was thinking outside the box.
Wow. You dropped out, then got a scholarship? That's like dunking on people.
Yeah.
Do you think that it is illegal? What is the legal ramifications? Should Pimp's parents be in jail is what I'm asking, because they didn't make him get through 8th grade. Is that child neglect?
Let's ask. Sound off in the comments. Hashtag jail them or hashtag free them.
Free them.
Free them or jail them.
Should homeless
weigh in? Sound off in the comments. Should his parents be in jail?
Should they be in prison? And if so, let's start the legal process to do that, and we'll have them on an episode as they're going to jail
on the Patreon.
On the page. Shout out to Shit Queen, our first guest. People liked her.
Yeah.
I think what is something that you don't know about me? See, I feel like I share a lot about my life on the show. I'm trying to think if there's anything you didn't know. Trying to think about something like my mom. What?
I know.
What is something
what don't you know about
that I've done that you don't know about that's mind-blowing? Nothing mind-blowing like the fact that you're a vegetarian for 7 years is pretty mind-blowing.
You've never actually done anything gay. Everyone suspects it.
Yeah, that's true. I've never done anything gay.
No?
No. No. I would admit it here. I've never done anything gay. Yeah, no, I've never done anything gay. I don't know. It's one of those things where
I'm trying to look up something if I have like my stories or something like that, but
no, because I'm trying to think if like what have I done? What have I experienced? High school. I used to have my hair braided, but I told you that.
Yeah, you told us.
I need a picture of that.
Yeah,
bro.
I got to find a picture of that.
Are you crazy? I need a picture of that.
You were like the original Chet Hanks.
I told you I got hit by a car. Yeah. I told you I got hit by a car. I told you that.
Told me I got hit by a car. Oh, I saw Roger Federer's dick at the in the greatest tennis player of all time. I saw his full penis and dick and balls. I went.
Do you always remember where you were when you saw Roger Federer's dick?
I was
JFK.
Yeah, it actually happened very close to 9/11. It was about a week before 9/11. So I don't know. I'm not saying the two are connected, but a week before 9/11.
What is the scenario where you see Roger Federer's D&B?
So I think I told you this. I used to work at the U.S. Open. I told you that. My high school.
Yes, did you tell me that?
My high school, early college job was working at the U.S. Open, the tennis U.S. Open.
Okay.
That's what me and my friends did. We worked on the grounds crew.
Okay.
And then we worked on the grounds crew during the summer leading up to the U.S. Open. The U.S. Open was typically the last week of August into the first 2 weeks of September. We then would transfer from the grounds crew to be what are called court attendants, where there's on every tennis match if you watch, there's a court attendant staffed by the venue that fills up the ice, the drinks, which was sponsored by All Sport. We used to drink All Sports all day, every day. When Shaquille O'Neal was the sponsor of All Sport.
Shout out Shaquille O'Neal. Shout out All Sport.
Shout out All Sport. All Sport, which I can't believe I don't think it's a company anymore. It was basically Gatorade and soda, where the tennis players would be like, I hate drinking this drink because it's carbonated, so I get cramps on the court. So they went away with All Sport.
No sense.
Horrible idea to sponsor it, but
shout out Carbonation.
Yeah, shout out Carbonation. That's fine. Yeah. So one day they said, hey, we need somebody to staff the men's locker room. We need somebody to fill up the water coolers in the men's locker room. So they told me 100 times, knock before entering. There's a whole protocol, which I just wasn't listening. So I get the All Sport, I have the ice. I had the ice and I had because here's what happened. I had one huge cooler of water. I had knocked on the door. And I had one like a Poland Spring big thing of water. I knocked on the door, and when I knocked on the door, the water fell off my shoulder and exploded like gallons of water. So it was like rushing down the hallway.
Yeah.
So I was like very frazzled, but I just needed to get the All Sport in there. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I wipe that down, the water, or do I go in? And when I walked in, somebody must have said, don't come in yet, or I'm naked, or no. And as I walked in, Roger Federer, who went on, I believe he either won that year or his.
Was that the year with Nadal, that big one?
No.
Okay.
No, I got another story too for that. For this U.S. Open was crazy. Federer didn't win out because I remember. I'll add on Federer. I walked in and I saw his like full dick. Like it was almost like he was, because he didn't know anybody was coming. He was like had his legs open with his towel behind his ass with his full, not humongous penis and balls coming out. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm so sorry. But because he's European, they're not frazzled by that. He was like, no need to apologize. And then just come in. And then he pointed to the cooler because they had no coolers. And I'll never forget this. I gave him, the All Sports were in boxes. Like they were like in like cardboard boxes. So I went to go put the ice. He pointed at it. He said, there's none left. So I went to go put the ice and the All Sports in the cooler. And he goes, I like them warm. And then went to go give him an All Sport. And he said, open it for me. This whole time he's butt naked. So I swear to God, I cracked open an All Sport and gave Roger Federer an All Sport while he's standing there, fully butt naked, just balls flapping across his legs. And then I filled up the water coolers with ice and All Sport, and I swear to Christ, his manager or agent came in and he had what had to have been upwards of a 10-minute meeting fully butt naked,
No way.
sitting with his open asshole on the bench with
Europeans do it.
Europeans do it all the time. You know who else? You know who I'd love to see butt naked? Like literally dream of my life, love to see butt naked? Tom Brady.
Oh, you gotta shout
especially
that
after just
man
won the
out.
Super Bowl.
You got to be kidding me now.
Yeah.
And you know, it was in Tampa Bay.
It was in Tampa Bay. And
43 years of age.
Unbelievable. 43, which meant fuck you when you beep somebody.
Right. No,
That was
I
the symbol.
love you.
143 is I love you. 4-3 meant F you.
No.
Tom Brady's secretly saying F you to everybody with his age.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Shout out. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Patrick Mahomes, too. I mean, congratulations.
They got a great institution over there.
God, you want to talk about a hottie with a body? Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. They got
By
a
the
bright
way,
future.
Speaking of football, are you watching now on Monday Night Football the Eli Manning and Peyton Manning show?
Yeah.
Have you seen some of it?
I saw a clip, yeah.
It is drop dead hilarious.
It's so funny,
Dude,
yeah.
they make fun.
They
They make fun of each other
I
like
know.
the camera's not
The
on.
size of his head.
Yesterday I was watching the thing and they were talking about something and Eli Manning said something about this play call or whatever, and Peyton was like, "That's why you only won 2 Super Bowls," like that. And then Eli was like, said something back, like talking shit or whatever. And then Peyton said something, and then Eli goes, "That's why Mom says I'm the better quarterback." He started saying, he's like, and then Peyton's like, "You're not though." But they were being dead serious. But it's like
watching your brothers fight.
But they're not trying to be funny at all. Yeah. And then Eli Manning goes, and then Peyton Manning was talking. It was so funny. Peyton Manning was talking and like, gesticulating a lot with his hands. And then Eli was like, "Peyton, put your hands down. Stop moving your hands so much when you talk on camera." He goes, "Didn't Dad just tell you yesterday that you look stupid when you put your hands up?" And he goes, "I know I'm going to get critiqued from my dad, Archie Manning." He's like, "But it's hard, Dad, not to put the hands up." And then Eli was like, "Just stop putting your hands up when you talk so much." But like dead serious. Like,
tune in for it,
dude,
yeah.
it is truthfully, it was one of those, even Jasmine, my girl who doesn't like football at all.
Yeah.
She was like, "I could watch these guys talk all day."
Right.
I mean, they get very heavy on the X's and O's of the game. So like that, but when they have those moments of just like them being brothers,
It's awesome.
It's
You
so
can't recreate it.
Yeah, I mean, last week when Peyton Manning had his helmet on, and he was like, Eli was like, "I can't believe they found a helmet that fit."
I saw that.
Your
That's
big
the clip
fat
I
head."
saw.
It's so funny to me.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So, babes, this is what we got to do. Tomorrow we are in Baltimore
We
at the
are.
Lyric. There's probably a few tickets left.
It's almost all but sold out. But if you can go to the website.
Yeah,
Lyric
yeah.
Baltimore, where they are co-headlining.
It's gonna be fun. We're also gonna come out together. And,
We're gonna do stand up. We're all each gonna do stand up individually, and then we're gonna come out and do a little bit of a mini, just
Little
question
crowd
and
work.
answers at the end.
Yeah,
and we have who's opening the show. We have your boy. Did we book him?
Probably Chris Johnson.
Is he confirmed yet?
Yeah.
Okay, we got Chris Johnson opening the show.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
And then Durham is October 29th.
Right, which will be the same, different material, or we'll both be doing stand up and then coming out at the end. So it's
And
a lot of
Durham's
fun.
on sale right now too.
At the D pack or the DJ pack.
Durham Performing Arts Center. That's the 29th, and then we might be announcing some more dates.
I think we want to announce some more dates soon, but Baltimore tomorrow. It's going to be fun, and then we're going to get a hotel. Smelly? Should we get a hotel?
I think then now that we should then. Right?
Let's do it.
We'll just go back and maybe we'll record a pod after. We'll have some laughs.
You want to do that? Let's record a pod after in Baltimore. And if you guys actually want to come see that podcast live in our room at 1 a.m., we're going to be staying at the This Has Been Hey Babe.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away from your feelings, babe.